Students, hello and welcome. Today we will understand the international law that is practiced by United States of America. So as we discussed earlier that there are two international laws as per every nation. There is the first is the customary international law and the next law international law will be the treaty laws. So under customary international law, the practice of United States is something like more explicit, that is more clear than that of Great Britain. It is not narrowed down, the principles are not narrowed down like how it was narrowed down in Britain. That was due to the Crown's interference. So it states simply that if the international customary rules are consistent with the statutes of the United States, then it can be a law of the land. And further, the courts are thereafter bound by that international customary rules and are even guided by the government executives. In its execution, they are guided to execute those customary international laws in the United Nations, and it is maintained because for managing the healthy relations with the foreign nations. So here it is similar to United Nations, but it is not narrowed down like how it was narrowed down in the Great Britain's principles of applying the international rules. So, in regards to international treaty laws, here in United Nations, treaties, if once ratified under Article 6, Clause 2 of the Constitution and by the President under the authority of United States, that is the federal government, all the judges, that is all the courts of federal states are bound by it, and even the regional states have contrary rules in their constitution or enactments, then it becomes even then law of the land. So what we have in India, the regional states, they do not have any constitution but they can have their own enactments. But in US, if the regional states constitution are contrary to the customary rules, international rules, then even then the customary international rules will prevail. To conclude, United States of America follows the similar practice as followed by the Great Britain in its customary international laws, except with the interference of the Crown as in the case of Great Britain in terms of executing its prerogative powers. And whereas the treaty rules followed by USA is different from practice of Great Britain in matters of crown powers of treaty making and of special types of treaties not requiring the parliamentary assent, and all such provisions are not applied in the practice followed by the United States of America. Again, the treaty making power is totally with the federal government without the interference of regional state governments as per Article 1 and Section 10 of the Constitution. Executive agreements, that is also known as the President's Treaty, made on advice and consent of Senate by the President, is a treaty in this meaning of treaty. Again, if the federal legislation conflicts with the customary international laws or treaties, then the international laws or the treaties are carefully again construed to harmonize those international laws or international treaty rules so as not to derogate from the authority and jurisdiction of the states. So the priority is given for the authority and jurisdiction of the nation United States, not to those international customary rules or the treaty rules. They have to be harmonized, and later a clear federal statutes will prevail over the reconstrued international laws of the treaty laws. So this was the practice of United States in regards to its international law. So thank you.